Hello and welcome to AASPA's podcast. My name is Anna Weber and I am AASPA's marketing coordinator. With me today, I have Rich Verstegen, who is one of our pre-conference speakers who's going to be joining us in Anaheim. Rick is an attorney at Boardman Clark in Madison, Wisconsin. Rick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
And how long have you been practicing school law, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I don't mind at all. Probably around 20, 25 years, somewhere around there. So it's been a long time, and I'm fortunate to be able to work with school districts here in Wisconsin.
Excellent. So what session are you presenting at conference for us this year?
Yeah, this year I am doing a pre-session conference on investigations of alleged employee misconduct. So, I've been fortunate to present this topic in the past at AASPA events, and it has always generated a lot of conversation. However, in the past, my discussion has always been limited to about an hour, and we barely get through the materials in time. So I'm looking forward to going into even more detail on this topic. Few people get into HR thinking, I cannot wait to do an employment investigation, right? However, it is a necessary part of the job and one that is really important. So we are having this session, and it's designed to really help these situations in a very methodical way to reach kind of a proper result.
So what would motivate someone to come and see your session?
Well, there may be a number of different motivating factors, right? And I think number one, we'll be discussing a lot of different various scenarios, which is always helpful for people to understand the material a little bit better. If you provide people with real world examples, some of which they may have experienced in their job, it sometimes helps them understand the investigation process a little better. So we'll be using a lot of examples. Number two, I think that also people will be motivated by the fact that we will be talking about various strategies and other aspects related to the investigation. Sometimes, of course, the investigations themselves are very challenging, but then you also have to deal with things like the public relations aspect and how the media is viewing these investigations. So we'll be looking at various strategies to address these other aspects as well.
Excellent. And what would you like attendees to take away from your presentation when they walk out of those doors? What do you hope they leave with?
Yeah, well, I hope they take away a lot of different things. And one of the things I hope they take away is, overcoming some of these myths related to investigations. So, for example, sometimes people don't investigate things where they feel like it's more of a he said, she said situations, but investigators need to investigate those sort of situations as well and reach conclusions, sometimes based on credibility determinations. Another key takeaway is that I want them to kind of know how to approach these in more of a impartial and objective manner. I think sometimes people are inclined to reach conclusions even before they delve into these investigations. So we're going to encourage impartial, objective investigations that follow the process, draft appropriate investigation reports, and then come to some defensible conclusions here.
How many conferences have you presented at for AASPA, if you remember off the top of your head?
Yeah, I've presented, I don't remember off the top of my head, maybe 6, 7. It's been quite a few. So I've been pretty fortunate.
What is your favorite location that you've gotten to present at for us?
That's tough. We went down to Savannah, Georgia, and that was really nice. But now I'm looking forward to going to Anaheim, where we're going to be close to the ocean, which is going to be a great location, I think.
Also only about a block from Disneyland, which is very exciting for a lot of our attendees. Thank you so much for joining us today, Rick. I had a great time chatting with you, and I am so excited to see you in a few short months in Anaheim.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks, Anna.